Welcome to the Parent Pathways podcast from Trinity Episcopal School in Richmond, Virginia. In each short podcast, a faculty or staff member will answer parents' most asked questions, tell you a little bit about themselves, and share what they love about being a part of the Trinity community. I'm your host, Betsy Reed. All right, welcome to our Parent Pathways podcast. We are here on this gorgeous Trinity Day, fall day, with our Director of College Counseling, Olivia McGuckin. Hi, Olivia.
Hi.
Thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
It's fun to be in an outside venue. This is great.
Beautiful.
We're here to talk to Olivia about questions parents may have about college counseling and just to talk about our program in general. So thanks for being with me. You guys just hit a big deadline for our seniors.
We did. October 15th is becoming a bigger deadline every year. And then we have November 1 coming up right around the corner.
Okay, so there's feeling of relief from students.
Yes.
And your staff, also a little bit of anticipation for that.
Yes, it's kind of like getting to the halfway point of a marathon. You know, you've got half of it behind you, still got a ways to go.
Sweating, needing some hydration. Okay, well, congratulations to you and to students as well.
Thank you.
I want to ask you from where you're sitting in your role, and Olivia has had experience as an admissions counselor on the college level and now on the other side of the desk as a high school counselor, so you've seen it from lots of different directions. What is the most challenging parts of this process for our kids, and how can parents best support them?
Yeah, I think the most challenging part for students really is the long game of college admissions. They usually think as soon as they hit accept, there's someone on the other end that's reviewing their materials, and that's not the case. So I think it's reminding students that you're doing all of this work on the front end, and then really there's kind of a hurry up and wait period until decisions come in. So I think parents can help remind their students that the work that they've done is going to be reviewed appropriately for each school, and then always checking in with our team to follow up if they are getting messages about missed materials or other like scholarship opportunities or honors program applications. We can help them with those things in this sort of downtime after they've clicked submit, but they're waiting for a decision to come through.
Okay, so there's not this idea. There would like to be an idea that you can be done, but I'm a parent I've gotten two kids to college and through college, and well, you're never finished.
Right, you're never finished.
But each part of the process I know has its challenges, and you work with parents to kind of navigate those with their student.
Yes.
Question, thinking about not just senior parents, but what can parents of students in any grade level do to help position their kids in the way that the family wants for everyone to be in a good position to apply to college?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think, well, some of the things we're doing is Titan Prep 8 and Titan Prep 9 lessons with those students to help them think about career aspirations or strong skill set for what their potential pathway could be. But then also I think younger grades really making the most of their Trinity experience. So being intentional about things they're excited about, but then also taking the opportunity to discover some new things. So building that activities resume, using tutorial and any academic support that we have here that could help them maximize their academics. And just know that your colleges see your entire high school transcript. So the academic choices you make in 9th grade and 10th grade, colleges can see that. And so we always encourage students to have an upward trend if they have a rocky start. But it's so much easier to advocate for a student who has said, you know, I've gone to tutorial, I am going to talk to my teachers, I'm using the ARC, I'm meeting with Miss Farley, if they need those supports to reach their academic goals.
Okay. Here's a question. What's the most important thing to focus on? If you're, a parent of a 9th grader, 10th grader, what is it? Is it grades? Is it community service? Is it all the clubs? What is your answer to that question?
Grades, first and foremost, are the biggest piece. The transcript holds the most weight in the application process. And then second behind is, are they a good community member? Have they contributed thoughtfully? Colleges like to see depth rather than breadth. So really, if you only have 2 or 3 things that speak to you as a student, but you've really been able to devote some time and maybe develop some leadership if that's part of your strengths, to be able to show that when it's time to come to apply to colleges.
Sounds like our whole morning meeting announcements are all in one thing.
It does.
I love
it. Does.
what do we do at Trinity that uniquely prepares students for applying to college? What do you think we do well as a school that parents can look to and say, Trinity does this, I'm proud of it, I can't wait to get my kid involved?
I think we do a couple things. First and foremost is, I think, the activity credits piece, you know, allowing students to really explore, and then also partnering that with our culture, where as a senior, it's okay to go to a club or an activity for the first time in your Trinity journey. So, you know, colleges want to have students who are willing to try new things, are understanding that they learn how to learn, and some of that is just taking that time to explore and be a newbie. So I think those are some of the things that we do well. And then my third thing would be junior work week. We really, and we're overhauling that a little bit this year with Ms. Hedeman taking that over, but I think aligning the college process, we're kind of doing that as a with less consequences in junior work week. Like, how do you prepare your resume? How do you reach out to someone that you've never met before? You might have to do that when you're talking to a college representative, but we do that with junior work week. So I think that really aligns with preparing students.
Well, it sounds, I know your job is so rewarding, especially when kids get that great news and they, you know, everybody's dreams kind of come all together with reality. But what do you think is the most exciting part for you about being on your side of the desk that you're on and working with these families the way you do?
Yeah, let's see. There's so many great things. I think probably for me, the most rewarding is working with those students who maybe feel a little bit late to the game, or the families who feel like, well, maybe we should have done X, Y, Z, but we're here now and we have to make up for it. Reassuring them that it's never too late to start. We can always find a pathway and opportunity that's going to fit your goals. But then also seeing those students come out on the other side, creating a plan with them, doing my one-on-one meetings for essay development or reviewing their activities or making sure they've got their self-report academic records set up, seeing them hit those milestones and then really get that first acceptance, and then the pride that they really just radiates from them when they are wearing their college choice t-shirt in May. So I think it's really seeing students come to their joy come to fruition through the process, and that growth too, because we're meeting them as juniors, and so they're very different people in the fall of their junior year when we have their kickoff to where they land in the spring of their senior year.
Yeah. As a teacher of seniors, I share that joy when they finally get to that decision. Olivia, thank you so much for taking time with me today. And I know if parents have any questions or anything they want to know about college counseling, they can get in touch with you or your team.
Yes.
And you're happy to chat about any of that.
I am. And we do have an Instagram account,
okay.
TES-college counseling. And then our email that can reach all of our team is our collegecounseling@trinityes.org.
Perfect. Yeah. Thanks so much, Olivia.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks.